guys. Um, in this video I have brought some questions from forces and particles. So let's see the questions. The first question is this is the diagram, and first question is asking if Fp is equal to 700 and Fc is equal to 560 Newton, determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant force acting on the flat pod. So this is a question. Since we have given FB and FC, so we have to kind of look at the B unit vectors, because whatever AB is connecting FB force and AC is connecting FC force. So first of all, to find the resultant force, I had to calculate these two forces. So in order to do it, I had to first find out unit vector. So the unit vector is going to be, first of all I had to find the coordinates. Let's find the coordinates for B. If I find the coordinates of B, it's going to be in the x-axis. It's in the positive direction, so therefore it's going to be 2, and y-axis is in the negative direction, because we know something is negative direction by the look of the diagram, because x, y, c, and if they label it this side, it means whatever the side opposite to that is negative. So in this case, p is -3 in the y-axis, and it has no height, therefore that is 0. And then I'm gonna take the c coordinates. For the first c value, it's the x is in the 2 meter distance, so x is gonna be, no, x is in the 3 meter distance. We have to calculate from here, so it's in the 3 meter distance, 3, and y is equal to 2 meter distance, because from here to here is 2, so y is 2, and z, there's no height, so it's 0, and we are good to go. And we have to compute the a value too. A is in the origin 0 0, but it has a height of 6 meter, therefore it's 0 0 6, and 6 is in the positive direction, therefore it's positive 6. Now let's do that. Let's do the math. First of all, I'm gonna calculate UAB. UAB is equal to AB over magnitude of AB. So AB is going to give me, like, if it's AB, it's B minus A. So in this case, 2 minus 0 is 2I, and minus 3 minus 0 minus 3J, and 0 minus 6 minus 6K over square root of 2 square minus 3 square plus minus 3 square plus minus 6 square. So which is going to give me 2I minus 3J minus 6K over 2 square is 4, minus 3 square is 9, 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 6 square is 36, 13 plus 36 is 49. So square root of 49. If I take this 49 is equal to, the square root of 49 is equal to 7, so I can divide each of them by 7. 2I over 7 minus 3J over 7 minus 6K over 7. So this is my FUAB. It's UAB, and now I have to calculate I can now calculate the force. FAB is going to be FB times UAB. So I can simply calculate. So FB is given 700. So if I 700, so if I it's all divided by 7, so I can simply multiply by 100 each of them. So it's going to be 200I minus 300J minus 600 K. And now I'm going to calculate the UAC. UAC UAC is going to be AC over magnitude of AC. So if we calculate AC, so it's C minus A, 3 minus 0, 3I, plus 2 minus 0, 2J, and 0 minus 6, minus 6K. So this is my AC, and magnitude of AC is going to be square root of 3 square plus 2 square minus 6 square. So which is going to give me 3I plus 2J minus 6K over 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4. So 9 plus 4 13, and 6 square is 36. So it's same as before, it's 49. So I can directly write 7 here. So let's say, so this is 7, and each of them divided by 7. Now what I'm going to do is, let's see, 560, does 560 divided by 7? Yes, of course, because 8 times, like 80 times 7 is 560. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to simply multiply the top part by 80. So it will be my unit vector. So 80 times 3 is going to be 240i, plus 80 times 2 is 160j, times 80 times 6 is going to be 480k. So 480k. Now I can calculate, this is my FAC, because I multiply FAC is equal to FC times UAC. So I have multiplied, this is my answer. So to find the resultant force, I have to simply add both of them together. If I add FAB and FAC, it will give me the resultant force, because if you see the diagram, there are only two forces acting, and that is bringing the equilibrium. So therefore, if I add these both together, it will be my resultant force. So FR is going to be equal to FAB plus FAC. So we have to add I with I, J with J, K with K. So therefore, it's 200I plus 240I. It's going to be 440I. And this is minus 300J, and this plus 160J. So minus 300 plus 160 is going to be 140J, negative 140J. And this is 600K, and this is 480K. Both are negative, therefore it's negative 1080K. So now we have found the resultant force. To find the magnitude of resultant force, I have to simply square everything in a square root. So it's going to be 440 square minus plus minus 140 square plus minus 1080 square. So let's find the value. If I use the calculator, here we go. So 440 square plus 140 square is equal to this one, and plus 1080 square equal to 1379600. So 1379600. If I square root it, so if I square root this value, it's 1174.5. 1174.5 Newton. So this is my final answer, resultant force, but we are not done yet. the question is asking determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant force of the black hole. So we have found the magnitude of the resultant force, but we have to find the angles right now. So angles are going to be alpha, beta, gamma. So alpha is going to be the I, and beta is going to be the J, and gamma is going to be the K. So first of all, I find the alpha. So alpha is going to be cos inverse this I value, the resultant I value. It's 440 I, 440 divided by 1174.5. So this is my cos inverse of this alpha, and beta is going to be cos inverse cos inverse mm, negative 140 over 1174.5, and gamma is going to be cos inverse mm, negative 1080 over 1174.5. So let's calculate. mm, so if I plug this in the calculator, it gives me the first value is cos inverse, right? Cos inverse bracket 440 divided by 1174.5, which is giving me 67.9 degree, 67.9 degree. And the second one is cos inverse negative 140 divided by 1174.5, 1174.5, which is going to give me 96.8 degree. And the third one is negative cos inverse negative 1080 divided by 1174.5, so which is giving me 156.8 degree, 156.8 degree. So these are our final answers. This is my first answer. Fr is equal to 1174 Newton, and alpha is this value, and beta is this value, and gamma is this value. And let's move to the next question. So the first question is asking the two mooring cables exert forces on the stern of a ship as shown. Represent each forces as Cartesian vector and determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant. So let's do that. So if you see this picture, there are two forces acting on it. One is FA and other one is FB. And let's calculate the values. So first of all, if I see something like that, it's better to first find the coordinates for this. A is going to be equal to x in the x distance is 50 feet, because it's shown here it's 50 feet. So x is 50 feet, and a is 10 feet away from y, so it is in the positive direction, so y is 10. And z, there's no height for that, so c is 0. And b is going to be equal to for the x it's going to be same distance 50 feet, and for the y it's going to be 40 plus 10 is going to be 50. 40 plus 10 is going to be 50. And then the height, there's no height for this. And c C is in the origin, but it has height of 30 feet. Therefore, it's going to be 0, 0, 30. So these are my values for this. So they ask in the question, we had to ask, read the question again, that two moving exert forces on the stem 7 represent the each force as a Cartesian and determine the magnitude, coordinate, direction, angles of the resultant. So we had to find the resultant first. So in order to do that, I had to find this FAC and FBC to calculate the resultant force. So before I do that, first of all, I have to calculate that unit vector. So it's going to be u. This is going from C to A, so it's going to be UCA, or you can use UAC. It's both same, like both comes accordingly, but since this is going from C to A, I'm gonna use UCA. UCA is equal to CA over CA magnitude, which is going to give me CA mean A minus C, so it's going to be 50 minus 0, 50 I plus 10 minus 0, 10 J, and minus 30 K over square root of 50 square plus 10 square plus minus 30 square. So if I square all of them together, it's going to be 50I plus 10J minus 30K over 50 square is 2500, 10 square is 100, 2600 plus 30 square is 900, so 2600 plus 900 is 4500. So 4500 in the square root. So if I square root 4500, let's see what I get right here. Square root of 4500 is equal to 67.08. So each of them divided by 67.1. 50 I plus 10J minus 30K over 67.1. So this is my unit vector for UCA. Let's calculate. So I can directly calculate the force from this one. Force is going to be FA is given, so I can put that value here. So FCA is going to be FA times FA times FA times U dot CA UCA, right? Now FA is given, it's 200 lb. Let's divide 200 lb by 67.1 and multiply everything. So if I do that, let's see what I get. 200 divided by 67.1, it's going to be 2.98. So if I multiply everything by 2.98, I will get the force. So 2.98 times 50I plus 10J minus 330K, so which is going to give me 2.98 times 50 is equal to 149I plus 29.8 J, and 2.98 times 30 is going to be 89.4 K. So this is my force for FCA. Now I have to calculate FCB. So before I do that, first of all, I have to calculate a unit vector of CB. UCB is going to be equal to mm, B minus C, so it's 50 minus 0 is going to be 50 I plus 50J minus 30K over square root of 50 square plus 50 square minus 30 square. So this is going to be in the bottom. Let's see what happens. So 250 square is going to be 2500, 50 square is going to be 2500, 5000. So 5900 is in the bottom. Square root of 5900. So let's see what I get for square root of 5900. Let's see. Square root of 5900 is giving me 76.8. So 50I plus 50J minus 30K over 76.8. So now I can calculate FCB with this information. FCB is going to be equal to FB times UCB. FB is given, it's 150 lb. So if, first of all, I can just divide 150 by 76.8 and then simply multiply this by everything. So 150 divided by 76.8, which is equal to 1.95. So 1.95 multiplies 50I plus 50J minus 30K. So if I multiply everything, let's see what happens. So 1.95 times 1.95 times 50 is equal to 97.5. So it's 97.5 I plus 1.95 times 50J. It's going to be 97.5 J, and 1.95 times 30K. 1.95 times 30K is 58.5. So it's minus 58.5. So now to find the resultant force, I can simply add FCA and FCB to find the resultant force. That's going to give me the resultant force. So FR is going to be equal to FCA plus FCB. So I'm going to directly add it. So I add I with I, J with J, and K with K. So first of all, 149 plus 97.5i is going to give me 256.5i plus 29.8 j plus 97.5 j, 97.5, which is going to give me 127.3 j, 127.3, and this is j plus, and if we calculate the k, is going to be 89.4. 89.4 plus, it's negative, but I can, since both are negative, I can add it together. 58.5 is going to give me negative 147.9. So it's going to be negative 147.9. So we have found the FR. Now I have to find the magnitude of this. So in order to find the magnitude, I have to square it and square root it. So FR magnitude is going to be equal to 256.5 square plus 127.3 square plus minus 147.9 square. So let's see what's the answer we are getting for this one. So it's 256.5 square plus, I'm gonna directly square root it too, so let's see what happens. So 256.5 square plus 127.3 square plus 147.9 square, 147.9 square, which is equal to 322.3. So our resultant force is equal to 322.3 and 3 lb. So if they have given the force as lb, we have to use that same unit, so this is going to be lv. And the question is, the two mounting cable exercise ships on represent the force of a Cartesian vector and determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant. So now we have found the magnitude of resultant force, but they are asking the angles for this one too. Therefore, I have to find alpha, beta, gamma. So if I take the alpha first, alpha is going to be equal to cos inverse this I value over 322.3. So I value is 256.5 over 322.3. So this is my alpha, and if I calculate beta, beta is going to be cos inverse 273 over, it's not 273, it's 127.3. So it's 127.3 over 322.3, and gamma is going to be equal to negative 147.9 over 322.3. So this is going to be my gamma, this cos inverse. So let's find each values. So cos inverse 256.5 divided by 322.3 is equal to 37.3 degree. So if I find the beta, it's gonna be cos inverse 127.3 divided by 322.3. It's gonna be equal to 6.7 degree. And gamma is gonna be cos inverse negative 147.9 divided by 322.3, which is equal to 117.3 degree. So this is our final answer. So first FR magnitude is this, and alpha is this, beta is this, gamma is this. So we have done this question. Now let's move to the next question. So next question is asking, determine the angle U between BA and BC. So we have the angle, so we have to find this angle between these both things. So first of all, to do that, I have to find U dot BA and U dot BC. So before I do that, first I have to find the coordinates of A and C. and then B. So first of all, coordinate of A is 2 meter away from the Y, but it's in the x-axis, therefore x is 0. Y is going to be negative 2 because it's opposite to the Y direction, therefore it's negative 2, and it has no height, so it's 0. And B is in the origin, so it's 0 0 0. And C is uh, C is 3 meter from the x-axis, so it's going to be 3 in the x, and 4 meter away from the y-axis, so it's 4 meter y, and it's 1 meter down, so it's going to be negative 1. So this is my C coordinates. Now what I have to do is I have to find UBA and UBC to calculate the angle. So let's calculate UBA first. UBA is going to be equal to BA over magnitude of BA. So if I calculate BA mean A minus B. So 0 minus 0 is going to be 0. 0 minus minus 2 is going to be plus 2. And this is 0I plus 2J. And then 0 minus 0 is 0, 0K. And if I divide it by the magnitude, it's going to be square root of 2 square, which is going to divide it by 2 itself, so it's going to be J. And if I calculate UBC, UBC is going to be equal to BC over magnitude of BC, which is going to give me BC means C minus B. 3 minus 0 is going to be 3I, and 4 minus 0 is going to be 4J, and minus 1 minus 0 is going to be minus 1K, divided by square root of 3 square plus 4 square plus minus 1 square. So which is going to give me 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 9 is 23, 23 plus, no, 16, 16 plus 9 is 25, 25 plus 1 is going to be 26. So it's square root of 26, so 3I plus 4J over plus 1K over square root of 26. Since our this one BA mean A minus B, so it's minus 2, this is minus 2J minus J, right? And this is dividing by the square root of 26. Therefore now to find the angle, let's say theta is going to be equal to cos inverse Q dot UBA dot product of UBA and UBC, because that's going to give me the angle between them. So in order to do that, I have to dot it first. So if I dot UBA and UBC, it's gonna give me negative value, because since J is negative, it's gonna multiply this one by negative, and it's gonna give me negative value. It's gonna be, and it's only dot with J product. So negative 4 over 26 cos inverse, because if I dot it, what's going to happen is I is 0, so 0I multiplied by 0I is going to be 0, 0I multiplied by 3I is going to be 0, if I'm, and it's going to be 0k, 0k multiplied by 0 is going to be 0. So actually we have to separate this equation, like 3I over root 26 for j over root 26, k over root 26. So if you multiply, you will get I and k 0, and the only thing will be remaining is 4j. It's going to be negative 4j over 26. So therefore that's going to be the dot product of this equation. It's going to be negative 4 over root 26, and I had to find the cos inverse for that. So let's plug it in the calculator and see the value. So cos inverse of negative 4 over root 26 is gonna give me 141.7 degree. 141.7 degree. This is the final answer for this question. So theta. And let's go to the next question. Okay, next question. We have a pot right here. They are asking determine the force in each cable needed to support the 20 kilogram flower pot. So in order to do that question, first of all, I had to find A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. So A is in the, okay, A is, okay, let's find it. I start from the A. A is going to be equal to, it's 4 meter away from the X, okay, let's calculate the X. So X, it's along with the X axis, so X is going to be 0 for A. 0, and y is gonna be negative 4, and there's no height, so it's 0. And for the B question, B coordinates, for the x value, it's also along with the x axis, so x is 0, y is it's 4 meter, and 4 plus 3, and so it has height of this one. Okay, wait a minute. So it's okay, 4 plus 3, 7. 7 is going to be minus my y, and it's going to be negative. And z, it's going to be 6 meter height, so 6 is my c. It's for the c values. For c, x is equal to 2, y is equal to, so from here to here, actually they both are in the y-axis, therefore y is 0, and it doesn't have any height, so it's 0. D, same thing, it doesn't have any height and it is in the y-axis, y is 0, so x is 2 meter, but this is negative side, so negative 2, 0, 0. So the question, I have to ask, see the question again. So question is asking determine the force in each cable needed to support the 20 kilogram flower pot. So weight is given 20 kilogram. So first of all, I have to calculate UAC, UAD, and UAB to calculate the forces. So first, let's go with the UAB. UAB mean AB over AB magnitude. So AB is going to be B minus A, 0 minus 0, 0, minus 7, minus 4, minus 11, 0, 0 I, minus 11 J, plus 6 minus 0, 6 plus 6K, over minus 11 square plus 6 square. So this is my Jew AB, and my Jew AC is gonna be equal to AC over AC magnitude. So if I calculate AC is going to be C minus A, is going to be 2J minus 4 is going to be plus 4. So plus 4, 2I, 4J, and 0 minus 0, 0K. 0K, and let's calculate. So over 2 square plus 4 square. If let's calculate UAD, UAD is going to be equal to AD over magnitude of AD is going to give me minus 2 D minus A, so minus 2 I plus 0 minus minus 4 plus 4K 4J, and 0 minus 0 0K over minus 2 square plus 4 square. So first if I calculate UAB, it's going to give me like 11 square plus 6 square. 11 square is what? 120, 11 times 10, 110, 121. 121 plus 36, so 147. So 36, 157. 121, 36, yeah, 157. Square root of 157 is equal to 12.5. So 11J plus 6K over 12.5. This is gonna give me 2I plus 4J over 2 square is 4, 4 square is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20, root of 20 is equal to square root of 20 is equal to 4.47. So the next one also same thing, negative 2I plus 4J minus plus 0K over 4.47. So these are my Jew values. Now from this one I can calculate F FAB, FAC, FAD. It's going to be simply me multiplication of these numbers. So FC FD is going to be its force. It's going to be FAB, FAC, and FAD. These are the force. So to find the equilibrium, like the what are the each forces, well, I have to do equilibrium formula. So sigma f, if sigma f is equal to 0, then it's in the equilibrium. So what I have to do is I have to simply add all the forces together, like 11J plus 6K over, like I have to separate it, 12.5 plus plus 2I over 4.47 plus 4J over 4.47. This is don't forget guys, we have to put FB here. This is gonna be FB, FB, and this is gonna be FC, FC, and then I have to add negative 2I over 4.47 FD, and then plus 4J over 4.47 FD FD, which is all together, and we shouldn't forget the weight. Weight is gonna be 20 kilograms, so 20 multiplied by 9.8 is the acceleration of gravity. So 20 times 9.8 is going to be 19.6. So it's acting downward, so it's going to be negative direction. So it's going to be 19.6 in the k direction. So what I had to do is I had to simply add I with I, j with j, and k with k, and put it in the bracket. All of them, put it in the bracket. This all of them equal to 0, because then it's the only way. That's the only way to make it equal to equilibrium, right? So now what I have to do is I have to simply add I with I, j with j, k with k, and put it in the bracket, and equalize to 0, and solve each bracket separately. For example, if you get 11 negative 11j over 12.5 and plus 4j over 4.4 for 4.4, what you have to do is you have to add both together and equalize to 0, and you can find the value. So first of all, we can simply solve the k, because it's a value, because if you see, there's actually 1k value, like 6k over 12.5 minus 9.6, 19.6 is going to be equal to 0. So what you have to do is you have to bring the 19.6 other side and simply multiply by 12.5 and then divide it by 6. It's going to give you the k. So you have to form a set of equation, and you can find all of the fp, fc, fd values. So that's how we do this question. I hope you guys enjoy this video. See you next time.